Welcome back to Infinite Wisdom with a Mystic. And today we're going to speak on why everything doesn't need a response, why you don't have to clear your name when there are people who are slandering you, defaming your character, throwing smut on your name, atrocious accusations, and just downright fallacies. But we're going to first start with the reason why they're speaking on your name in the first place. Words are spells. Words can either curse people, liberate people, or uplift people. If you, as young Sarah would say, if you take the S from off of words and you put it in the front of the W, you now have swords. So words can be used to cut people down. But swords also represent truth as well, and cutting through illusions. Now, a lot of times people wonder why, you may wonder why people just downright lie on you, or they downright say things about you that are not true. And what you need to understand is, most of the time, what they're speaking on you is something that they are wishing for you, that they want for you, and that they want people to believe about you. So they're trying to curse you. So, this may refer to a mother that says things like, oh, she's a prostitute. She sells her body. She's a bad mother. She doesn't take care of her kids. There's even mothers who have said that their daughters were homeless or different things. And even if you were, we'll get into that. They may say a lot of different things about you. You'll never be anything. You'll never amount to anything. You pick bad men. You date bad men. You put men over your children. Now, there's actually people that do these things, but you may not be a person who do these things. What the person is hoping to gain by speaking that on you is to manifest that for you in your life or your reality. So you may hear a lie about yourself. Sometimes people also lie on you to people because they can't get your energy. And they want your energy. They want to feel like they're breaking you or breaking your spirit. Their intention could be to break you and break your spirit. So sometimes they'll tell people because they want you to get on the phone. And they want you to come calling and hooting and hollering at them about what they said. But don't do that. 333. It is not beneficial. What happens when you do this is you give that person your attention and you give them your energy. And some of these people, they may not be witches where they have a cauldron, or warlocks where they have like a satanic altar, if you will, but they're witches at heart. And some of these people need your energy. They want your energy. They want your essence. They want your light. So you don't know that when you call and you start arguing with them and you're yelling at them, that you're giving them your energy. And you're satisfied. That's why some people, they feel satisfied after you yell at them and you holler at them. They get quiet because they feel satisfied now that they could bring you down to their level. They feel like you're above them. Now, they want to bring you down a couple notches to their level. Just the fact that you would even argue with them makes them feel important. Do you follow? So, you have to become a master. Listen, when you have an energy that is of value, you have to become a master at protecting your energy. Because not everybody carries golden energy like the chosen ones. So what happens is with us, when we cut people off or we stop talking to people or we break up with people, they will try just about anything to get our energy, whether it's good or bad. People get so obsessed with our energy that they get to the point where they'll talk about your kids because it's anything. They're like a vampire. They're thirsting. Your energy is blood for them, and they need it to survive. A lot of us don't understand that. A lot of older women tend to do this as well because they want your essence. They want your youthful energy that you spew at them when you get angry, when you're yelling. They'll take your energy, good or bad. They don't care as long as they can have your energy. Now, what do people gain? What do they gain out of trying to break your spirit, defaming your character? They gain nothing unless you give it energy and attention. They absolutely gain nothing. Have you ever experienced someone who is upset with you and they spew hateful things at you, but you don't respond? You just sit, you watch, you smile, and you just, okay. You'll find that a lot of times they become more enraged and they start to say more hateful things and more below the belt things. Anything to get you to respond, to take on their baggage so that they're offloading their baggage onto you so that they could weigh you down. It's making me think of Erykah Badu, Bag Lady, so that they could weigh you down. But when you refuse to take their baggage, meaning you refuse to respond, you refuse to engage, because you know that your energy is valuable and you know that you have to protect your energy at all costs, then they go to other modes. Some of these people are very, very sinister and very, very dark. They may go to modes of calling CPS or ACS or DIFUS. New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia area could be relevant. They go to these extreme levels. Don't let you have a narcissistic parent who is used to beating up on you and used to you feeding into it, or they can see that it breaks your spirit. Don't let you get to a point where you want to separate yourself from that narcissistic parent. The levels you will see them go to destroy you, above and beyond, my friend, above and beyond. That's why they tell you to go no contact with people, because when you go no contact is technically you cutting them off of your energy. Through this whole conversation, have you realized yet that you were being used as an energy source? A lot of these people do not have any valuable energy. They don't have any energy. Now, we're going to look into energy. What energy really is. Give me a second, family. All right. It's 313. So energy is the ability to do work or cause change. So it powers everything around us, from natural processes like the sun heating the earth to human-made systems like cars moving or lights turning on. Energy exists in many forms, such as motion, kinetic energy, stored energy, potential energy, heat, thermal energy, light, radiant energy, and more. It can't be created or destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. So, A lot of people can't create their own energy. They can't create energy, and they just don't have it. Not the energy that you carry. Now, they want you to, you see how it speaks of it can't be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed from one form to another. They want you to transmit, they want you to give this energy to them, because they lack the energy they need to get jobs done or create anything in life or be anything in life. They lack this energy. They don't have this specific type of energy that chosen people have. So they're constantly on a chase. See, it says that it powers everything around us. So you're someone that powers things. You motivate things. You put things in motion. You just walk in motion. You walk in energy. And people, like I said, they don't have your energy. You have a specific type of energy, and they don't carry it. They don't have it. So they're constantly out seeking a way to get it. How can I get this person's energy? Okay, 1111. Let me make them angry. Let me talk about them. Let me make them upset so they can come. You know, when you're yelling at somebody and you're hollering at somebody, after that you usually feel tired. You feel weak, right? Because you've just given that person your energy. You gave it to them. So you have to become a master alchemist and realizing that when a person is giving you their negative energy that they have, by not responding, you take the energy, but you don't listen to anything that they're spewing. You do things like you hit the gym, you go be creative, you go write a poem, you go write a book. You then transmute this energy that they have just given you. We're gonna get deeper into transmutation in another message. And what happens is, the more frequent you do this, the more you do it, you become more powerful at transmuting energy and negative energy. But anytime you're quick to feed back into people, you lose energy. You argue with people, you're dealing with a narcissist. When you're dealing with a narcissist person and you're dating a narcissist person, a lot of times they'll do things to get your reaction. But what do you really think that they're seeking for in that reaction? They're seeking your energy. And before you know it, you done been in a relationship with this narcissist, and now you don't even recognize yourself. Your glow gone, you're looking dried, you're looking used and abused, because you have given all your energy to this narcissist. So it is vital that we protect our energy, and we don't have to go clear up our names when people are throwing dirt on it, because we are seeds and we grow from it. And then people come and look and they see us, and it doesn't align with the things that these people have spoken about us, and now the truth of them is shown. So this is, we're gonna get into more about this on the channel. This is just a little quick message. We're gonna get more about speaking about people when you're dating someone who's like an energy vampire. These are energy vampires, 1333. Narcissists, narcissistic parents, narcissistic family members, people who seek your energy, even the government seeking your energy. That's why little things are orchestrated in your environment to frustrate you, so that you can spew out certain energy. And it's done to the chosens are targeted, and it happens to chosen ones a lot because of the type of energy that you carry. So you carry a type of energy that comes directly from source. I don't know where these people energy come from, but it don't come from source. It's like secondhand energy. Give me a second. So when we're talking to Chat GPT and we're looking at we're talking about energy, scientific, physical energy. Humans constantly emit energy in measurable ways. Heat, infrared radiation from the body, electromagnetic fields, especially from the heart and brain. Now, the heart, I believe the heart produces the strongest electromagnetic field of any organs in the body. It can be measured several feet away from the body. So this is why chosen ones a lot of time have such powerful energy, because we are good people. We're selfless people. We're loving people. So we emit very powerful we have a very powerful energetic field, and we have a very powerful aura. So people who are bitter and evil and dysfunctional, they wonder why we have this powerful energy, and yet they don't understand it's because of the love that we give and how big our hearts are. That's where this energy comes from. Brain waves, our brain emits electrical energy, alpha, beta, theta, gamma. And it says, so listen to this. People who are healthier, more emotionally balanced, or have a strong nervous system may project stronger measurable signals. That's why these certain sorcerers, witchcraft, they attack the nervous system. And this is why people are always attacking you and your environments. They want to have you in the energy of fight or flight. Usually they have so it says, when you're healthier, you're more emotionally balanced, you have a strong nervous system, you may project stronger measurable signals, you may have a louder voice, stronger presence, more intense eye contact, more stable heart rhythms. Now, metaphysical spiritual energy, many traditions call this life force, and this is what people seek to drain from you, your life force. Prana, Hinduism, I think it's Ki or Chi or Q or Chi, Chinese traditions. Ka, ancient Egypt. Vital force, aura, modern metaphysics. Energy is not just heart or EM fields, but the subtle vibration of our consciousness. And the chosen one's consciousness is definitely more expanded than the average individual. This is the energy sensitives feel when they talk about auras, vibes, or presence. So when we say things like, I don't know, it was just their vibe. You know, people say it was just their vibe. This is what you're talking about. It's like you can feel the energy that they're emitting, which isn't a good one, or it's a lower vibrational frequency that they're emitting. So why some people's energy feels more powerful? High emotional charge, strong emotions like passion, love, or even anger amplifies one's field. Clear aura, balanced chakras, meditation, grounding, breathwork, and healing can make one's subtle energy more coherent. And usually chosen ones end up getting into this habit, and you become very powerful and you emit a certain frequency. Charisma and authenticity. Yes, authenticity is one. We're authentic, so people can relate, and we have a powerful aura. We're very authentic. It says people who are congruent, confident, or deeply aligned with their purpose often radiate a powerful vibe. Vibration, which is, it's like currents. When you think of the water, you see that the water, you kind of, especially when you throw a rock at it, but you see this vibration that comes from the water. It's like you have that same type of nothing is solid, everything is moving. You're emitting those same vibrations from your body. They extend further though than other people's. They're more powerful than other people's. The currents that you emit are more powerful than other people's. Life force and health, adequate sleep, nutrition, movement, and spiritual practice literally makes you brighter to others. So people can see this brightness coming from you. Spiritual practice, attunement. Yogis, healers, and mystics often cultivate their energy intentionally through breathwork, mantra, visualization, and prayer, which can make their presence feel magnetic and charged. So, think of energy like sound. Everyone produces it. Some people's sound is clearer, louder, or more resonant. Training, emotional state, and natural wiring all matter. Likewise, some people's energy field is more coherent, less inner conflict, more focused, more intense, higher emotional voltage, more expansive, spiritual practice, service to others, alignment with purpose. It all comes down to who you are inside. And who we are high frequency beings. These are low frequency beings. When you're around them, your nervous system picks up subtle cues, postures, micro expressions, pheromones, heart rhythms, and your intuitive mind interprets it as powerful energy. So when you're around these people, like the chosen ones, who are very tapped in or tapped in with their emotions, very loving, caring, and kind, you can feel it. You can literally feel it. And ways to strengthen your energy: breath work, meditation, grounding, movement, healthy boundaries, protect and concentrate your field, service and authenticity, love, purpose, and integrity, amplify subtle energy. So that's just something quick that I wanted to speak about today. We're going to get more into energy, aura, transmutation, um, also about the things that you eat. You know, we'll get into more things. But I want to thank you guys for joining, liking, sharing, subscribing. If you would like to donate to the channel, my Cash App is the number 5, the letter D, Harmony. That's 5D Harmony. Peace, namaste. I love y'all. Stay in love. Stay in light. Don't let anybody drain you. You have to starve them of your energy sometimes, because they're definitely trying to feed off your energy. We're also going to talk about people trying to embody your energy and your essence, trying to wear your essence, and why a lot of people never can. We're going to get into that. Peace.